Okey-dokey. Alright, cool. Think I got it to work? Hopefully the internet will stay stable enough while I do this, but yeah. I had this really stupid idea, and I figured, you know, like, fuck it, why not? Let's just do this. You haven't read the title already. You know what we're drawing. Alright. This will be interesting. Okay, let's start off. Yeah, that looks better. No. Come down like that. Alrighty, so we'll get this show on the road. And bring this down. Yeah, I saw this frame, and then, like, just look at this right here. You can't tell me that doesn't look like him getting squished between two thighs. Like, let's be real. It's just too perfect for that purpose. I should probably zoom in a bit more. I think it a little bit more on the nose. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to match the rock because I gotta cover that up. So I kind of want to make it look like it actually is like an actual frame of the animation, because that would be really funny. Let's see if I can do that. All right. So it's like the start. It's a good, like, little squishy thing right there. And we'll see where this goes. Yeah, I gotta make sure this line looks right. Put that up. But actually, yeah, it looks perfect. It looks like one of a girl's calves or something. It's coming off right here. And it'll line up perfectly for that. Cool. But obviously the other part of her leg coming down here, like, you know, maybe. Actually, I probably shouldn't put the line right there because it doesn't look right. Because in order for it to be kind of coming back there, you kind of come up out here. Do that. And obviously, because it's in his face, those lines wouldn't be there. Let's see. That's pretty decent. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this section over here. But I'll come to that when I get there. First off, let's just make it actually look like a pair of... let's just make it look like our boy here is actually getting squeezed by a pair of legs. So... There's the line. That'll be kind of like her leg coming up. This line a little better. Nah. You know what? I could probably fix it later anyways. Make it look like that's an actual bit of the knee coming in right there. Down a bit. I can always touch it up later. Because I know a trick to make it look like it's actually part of the animation cell. Let's get that. You know what, let me just get the very basics down and like get some color in here. Just because, like, we need to like actual definitive proof here that yes, he's getting squeezed by a pair, like a lovely thing that I'm sure a lot of us would love to die to. And so let's just make sure it actually looks like that. So we'll start off real basic. Yeah, it's starting to look like it already. Yeah. Alright, now let's clean it up a bit. Turn it down. Okay, clean it up. Or, wait. A little more in there. Okie dokie. My boy here is really gonna be happy with his death right here. Just getting squeezed to hell. Alright. Make sure to get a little bit of the line to make sure that his cheeks are really getting squeezed up there, you know? Okay, that's a good line right there. Oh, I missed a little bit of the color right here. Okay, clean that up. Okay, so that looks better. Then of course, don't want it going over the line right here. Also gonna have to thin out the line later to make it look like it's part of the animation because the animation has much thinner lines on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that. And hopefully it won't look too bad. Okay, there's that. Now I need to get a slightly bigger eraser here. Because what is actually going to happen here is that it needs to disappear into the water. So I wanted to make it look like, you know, like the legs are coming up out of the water to squish them. Kind of like the rocks are. I gotta get that to look right. Let's see. Okay, that's the eraser. Okay. I need the brush. And then with this, from here. Did a little too much on that. Let's see, get it nice. That's good colors right there. Okay, there's that. So that one's looking a little better. And then I need to get this one to match by doing the edge of the water right here. Hang on. Let's see. Have to come up a bit. Oh no, wait, I did a little too much there. Okay, so bring a bit more of the leg back in. Okay. Turn the opacity back up. Oh yeah, your boy's getting squeezed there, mighty fine. Ah, damn, I have to get it a little bit more under control. Alright. I have to soften that line somehow later on. But let's get the basics done first. I guess this would be part of the leg too. Here. And I might actually just have to do away with the lines later on. That's just a bit of a guide so I can follow. Okay. So there's that. And I guess let's go back into the lines. There we go. Alright, cool. And there's that. Well, that's a decent start. So from here, I gotta figure out what the hell I want to do. Darker. Actually, I want to figure out if I want to. Yeah, a sec. Now here's something I wanted to figure out first. Once I get this back. Wrong layer. Okay. So the real thing I gotta get figured out. You know what? Yeah. You can give her a pair of like knee-high socks or something like that. Oh, let's see. What would be a good color for them, though? Shit. I need to think of a good color. See, it's mostly green in the background, so I could do red. Yeah, I'll do red. Why not? We'll just try that. That's the lines. Oh, under here. Oh, well. Missed a little bit. Okay, so... yeah, we'll do a nice burgundy red, I suppose. Yeah, I like that color. Looks nice. Should contrast with all like the greenish of the water too, so it'll really stand out. Or you know what? Let's take that. See, what does it look like? Not too bright. Let's darken that a little. Yeah, I like that a little more. Okay. So if I had to guess, she's doing knee eyes. Well, no, they go a little bit past. Actually, I think I know the perfect place for that distinction to be made. Just make it a little easier on myself. Just so I don't have to worry too much about going out of bounds. Okay. So we'll stay in here. Although I guess, let's see, which way your legs would be facing? I guess it would be up a little? Yeah. Yeah, say the bend is right. Nah, that's terrible. Go up a little right here. And then on the same vein, it would have to be kind of. Oh well, I'll have to do the other leg. Let's see. Boop. No! Okay. Just that and that. So I can do both the legs. Cool. From here, it would be kind of a similar height, so probably. Something like that would be kind of. No, it would be a bit more. I think so, yeah. That looks a little better. There we go. It's much better. There we go. Starting to look a little better now. It's coming together. Okay. Just on the edges. Clean it up a little bit. Okay. Ooh. No, not what I wanted to do. Ah, I put it on the same layer. Okay, well, in that case. Well, okay, same layer. I guess I'm stuck with this now. Oops. Oh well. Okay, so there's that. Then comes the part where I have to start shading it. Let me get an idea from the rocks. Okay, so like the very... Okay, so like the very inside will be a little dark, and then obviously that'll be much darker too, and then I can go from here. Alright. Oh no, but that line is... Ah! Fuck it. Let's see. Shit, I'll have to redo it. Fuck it. So, we'll go up here this time. And do it actually the way I wanted to. Do a similar line for this. Bring it up and down like that. Yep, that's what I wanted. And on this layer, I can do it like this. Ah! Okay. So there's a good start right there. I have an idea of what I can do for this. Bring it back like that. So, again, picking the color. Let's start with this. And then to get a little darker. Actually, let me real quick. Just so I have my colors basically on a hot bar. Whatever, I can touch it up again. Then again, I can. Okay, we'll see what. I'll work as I go. First, let me just get the colors I'm using. There's that one and this one so far. Probably don't need it that big. So base So base color. Ah, right. I need the actual brush out, not the eraser. So base color for the stockings, base color for her legs. Okay. I'm just hoping it's actually... Okay, I think it's capturing the right stuff, so I'm not, like, completely silent again, because that would be stupid. I remember one time I tried streaming, and it was totally silent because I didn't have my mic connected in for whatever reason, because I was dumb. And, yeah, that didn't work out well. Okay, so it'll be... I guess here I actually do need to fix a little, because this bit doesn't look right. Okay. There's that. And I guess because, yeah, she's wearing thigh highs. Or a knee. Would have to be... Yeah, so this color over here would actually be this. And I know there's like a couple blades of grass that actually go in front of where the rocks are. I'll get those in a sec. Actually, I should probably cut those out. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna make that way easier on myself and just hang on a sec. To turn her legs off for a bit. And, let's see. Selection, quick moves, brush. Yeah. I need to select this grass here. So I got a good idea. Let me just... Okay. So everything but those is selected. Do the inverse. Go back here. Okay, there we go. Now I can... I'm going to skip the brawl theme. I don't know if that's copyrighted or not. Okay, so go back here. So now just touch up a wee bit. Make sure I got this blade of grass selected right. I think I got that a little wrong. Oh, whoops. Ah! Oh, whoops. Okay, I need to make sure this... Yes. I'm trying to make sure I am correctly highlighting blades of grass. I know, this is extremely riveting stuff you're watching, people. Ah! Nope. Okay. Ah! That last bit got bad. Okay, Not a problem. I can just draw over it again. Okay, let's see how that looks. Turn this off. I got pretty close. Let me just. Wait a second. Not 23 pixels. Copy, paste. Or no. Let me make sure it actually. Okay, yeah, there's nothing selected here, so I need to copy here and paste it there. There we go. Okay, so now if I do this, I turn these back on. There we go. It'll look like the blades of grass are in front of her legs. Voila! I might have to mess with the mask a little. I might have to mess with it a little bit more later, but I'll do that once I'm actually satisfied with what I got. And actually, you know what? I'll probably have to do it without the lines, so let me clean up the colors here without the lines. Make it look nicer. That is the wrong color. No, yeah, I had the layer turned off, buddy. You spoke a bit soon there. Yeah, I was just getting the basics done first, like the basic color and whatnot. Yeah, I need to make the brush and the eraser softer, just so it doesn't look as bad. It looks super artifacted. There we go. That's much better. Okay, that doesn't look nearly as bad. It's much softer, and then just come back, color in. There we go. Yeah, just want to make sure I can. Okay, I need to make sure I touch up the edges with that because I don't want it to look super pixely. Yeah, I might have to touch up some of the edges again, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let me turn these off for now so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm just gonna touch up on the thighs now. These. The actual red. Oh, that looks terrible. Let me just. There we go. It's looking a little better. I'll have to really redo the edge here. Huh? Right, my brush size too big. But I can still just. There we go. That looks a little better. Well, I spoke too soon. Okay. That looks nicer. Hey, what's up? Half past midnight, and you see a dog getting his head crushed in between a pair of what you'd want to see on a chicken and eat, but, well, I'm sure most people would love to have this. Like, let's be honest, it's the internet here. That was not good. Yeah, that looks fine for now. I'll leave that. Except for this. That does not look good. What is going on? Basically, me having stupid ideas and just fucking rolling with it, man. Just like, because... Yeah, let me get this, let me finish this up a little bit and I'll show you essentially what happened. So, I don't know, I was watching some Tom and Jerry clips on YouTube just because, you know, Tom and Jerry, really old classic cartoon. It's like one of the pioneers of like slapstick humor and all that. And so, and I was watching this episode where it happened to see, I think this is the, one where it's like Tom goes fishing and he starts using, like he's using Jerry as like the bait, essentially. And what happens with that is... Actually, I'm going to have to fix my line work right now, too. With these much thinner lines. To make it look like it's part of this animation. Anyways, yeah, so long story short, what happened was there's this little short on YouTube. Or, well, you can see Tom and Jerry clips on YouTube. And I was watching this one part, and then there's a part where I think he hooks... Or, like, he throws the rod out. Jerry's, like, walking around... And he's next to the dog, so he strings up the dog, and then he's like, you know, making it seem like a fish is pulling on him, and then he starts bringing Spike here through like all his crap, and then he gets, and what the actual animation frame looks like is this, but that's the actual animation minus what I got in the color palette set up here. This is the actual animation frame where he gets squeezed. Actually, let me see if I can actually pull it up. And maybe not get copyrighted. Just ignore all that. Let's see. There it is. Let's see if I can find it and just like... So, let's see. It's this clip right here. So he's getting pulled. And... There's your boy right there. I just saw that and instantly in my head. And then instantly in my head, when I saw that happen, it's just, boom. What else could you put there? I'm just gonna say this, the animators at Warner Brothers who were doing Tom and Jerry, they were ahead of their times, man. They knew what future generations were going to be going on about. And this right here, is clearly the future. The fuck am I doing? But either way, yeah, let me see if I can actually make it look right. Like, I want to see if I can actually get the basics down, and then I'll try to make it look like, I'll try to, like, you know, I know some Photoshop trickery and stuff. I can try to actually make it look like this is a part of the actual animation frame. I know a few tricks I can do here and there, and I just want to see if Warner Brothers, I'll just be like, so, any of the animators at Warner Brothers want to explain this one? It's just going to be him getting sandwiched between these. And I want to make it look good, and I figured, you know what, fuck it. Some people might get a kick out of seeing me draw this, and so, fuck it, I'll stream it, even though my internet might just cut out for no reason at all. So, yeah, that is the story of that. And you have caught me right at the beginning, so yeah, let's actually make it look halfway decent. So I need to figure out the tricks that they actually do for drawing this stuff. I turn the lines back on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really redo those lines. I just Control A. No, wrong layer. So this one, no, it's not that one, it's this one. You'll definitely see the picture. I'll end up posting it somewhere on the internet for the world to cringe at. Okay, let's see if I can get the lines done again. Just need to make sure it's really... Yeah, because that line is super thin out there. Even that might be too harsh. I might have to lighten it so it's not quite as... I'm gonna have to actually pick up my Cintiq here. Hold it like it's a piece of paper. Ah, it's going terribly. Okay, that looks a little better. Nope, not that line. There we go. That looks halfway decent. Just... Okay, looks like a decent line for that. Hold on, let me add back in Spike's little line here. Where's his face? Oh, that's actually black. Hang on. Actually, yeah, I should just use the color that's from the actual animation. I'll check Discord in a sec, but although I might have to do that on my phone. Just cause, I don't know. Not that I don't trust you, but... yeah. Better safe than sorry. Not that I don't trust you, man, but I don't trust you. Literally what I just said. Actually, yeah, I'll have to get rid of that line. I'll redo it with the color that I picked up from the dog. So... okay, yeah, this is looking good. And I have to figure out another line color to like replace with the water. I'm going to do that too. But for now, terrible. 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 That might be it, fellas. I think that looks nice. And then I could do a different line to give you that, like... actually, it doesn't... ah! OCD kicking in. Like... whoop! That... okay, yeah. Okay, that one I can live with. Need to move on from here. Line for the... until the end of time. Because it's like... you need to do like a little straight bit here. Whoa, where'd all the... did all the lines disappear? What? Hey, whoa, where did all the lines that I just did go? I must have hit. Okay, yeah. I don't know, I guess I did something funky. Thought I lost all my lines. No. Okay, yeah, that looks a little better. Straight part of the thigh-high sock. It continues. No. Here. Ah, no. That's terrible. 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 Okay, that one's not bad. Nah. Okay, I kind of need to redo this one then. Okay, and then here, start with the knee, and then come down. Start with the knee, and then come down. There we go. There we go. Those lines look a lot better than the super thick ones I had before. I don't think that there's wrong with super thick. It's just that if it's too thick, it'll look like it doesn't belong in the animation. In fact, that already might be the case because of... Shit. That line color might actually be bad because I think the way it will. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I know what I gotta do because. Yeah, it doesn't look right. Okay, yeah. I know. Because I think the way these cartoons do it is that the way the line color actually is. Otherwise, it's gonna look like it's super dark and it doesn't belong. The line color is usually just like you take it off of what you're working with and you just make it darker. I think that's the way they typically will do it. Especially on these older styles. Let me just clean this up a tiny bit. Make it not as thick. Okay. Okay. But yeah, this is essentially the thought process I have to do in order to fake an animation cell from Tom and Jerry. Is I have to figure... Basically, I need to figure out the whole techniques and what they were doing. Try to mimic it. So, okay, so for this line, what I need to do is... Do I have a select? Oh, I do have a selection. That's weird. That's not what I meant to do. So, colors... Select that, and then just go from here. Make it dark. Yeah, that should be okay for the line color, I believe. I'll just mark that with that. The same thing, I'll do this, and then just go darker. Have that be the line color. Okay. Okay, so we'll go with that. Start doing the lines again. Actually, I should probably take that color that I was using for... Okay, just have that on hand in case I need it. Where did I put... Okay, let me just make sure I actually put it in the colors layer. Okay. Okay. So for this, I then need to go out and... Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me just pick this again. I'll go back. And let's make it look like... Yeah, that makes a that looks a little bit more like it belongs in there. Although I think I have to thin it out even more. Like... Okay, I like that one. Alright, I think that'll look good. Just get the lines for that done. Of course. Use a slightly thicker line here because it's in front of him. No. There we go. Then, oh, wait, it's because I got the image too big and this part is blocking it. There we go. Actually, that shape doesn't make too much sense, so what I need to do, especially since it's a girl's legs. Okay, yeah, that shape thing. Let me turn this off. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, especially if it's a girl's legs sticking out of the water. Actually, yeah, it's fine, because I gotta redo it anyways. Should come in kind of like this, and then... Ah! Might be a little bit more work, but it'll make more sense when I actually finish it off. Compared to this, I'm not covering up the rock enough. Damn. So... Okay, so this is the actual part of her thigh. And then that'll be like a little extra that kind of goes to the back. I can probably just cover that up. No. Actually, shit, I should have done the lines a layer above. Ugh! I keep thinking of this stuff too late. Yeah, let me just... Oh boy! That was the wrong one. $2:40 a.m. Yeah. I mean, you're staying up for a good cause. You're getting to watch anime thighs unfold in front of you. You know, as soon as I can fucking, you know, decide how I'm gonna draw it. Because I'm being super indecisive right now. There's that. And then should come here. And the other part of her leg will, yeah. That'll naturally form itself. I'll have to figure that out later. Or I'll just extend that to here. I can always, yeah, I can touch up some of the stuff in the background. Now the real trick I'm gonna have to figure out is how to get rid of this rock right here. We're gonna have to basically. It's all right. I'll show you the finished product when you're done. When I'm done, I'll definitely let you. I'll show it to you, man. Just because I don't know. It's a funny shit to me. Funny shit post. Let's see. And again, here I need to. That's this layer again. Come down. New. Okay, I think I'm happy with that line. Are you still watching? Yes, YouTube, I'm still watching. Stop it. Ugh, I hate when it does that. Just like, dude, I'm just trying to listen to music, man. Stop trying to sell me premium. Just because, you know. Like, oh, well, if you use YouTube Premium, you won't have to worry about YouTube doing that. Shut up! I'm not buying your shit. Stop it. It feels like YouTube is trying to sell me something! I don't know. Oh my god, did I do that on the wrong layer again? I did! I am a dumbass. No. No. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Fucking... I have to do that. Wait, no. Maybe eraser. Okay. Right layer. Jesus. I am being a total dingus. No. There we go. And that's honestly the best way to try and get a smooth line, is you just gotta do it quick, fast, and in one swift motion. Because otherwise it's gonna start to look bumpy because, you know, your hand will like wiggle as you're going. Quick tip if you're trying to draw out there. Oh yeah, this should be... This should actually be here, so I can see what I'm doing. Let's erase it. Damn it. Damn it! Not what I want. Ugh. Pain. Agony, even. Just because, guys, I can't get that damn line to look like I want it to. I'm gonna be stuck drawing this line forever. No. I'll take it. Stop it. You don't need to be super obsessive about it. No, it needs to come in a little bit. Oh my gosh. Come in a little bit like that. Okay. There we go. Then I'll have it. And I guess I'll have the rest of the actual socks on. For this, I need to erase that. Actually, I have this on the same layer, so it's technically behind. Yeah, okay. Okay. So put that back there. Okay. To get this done, I have to do this bottom line. There we go. That looks halfway decent. That looks okay for now. Yeah. That looks decent. Okay. You'd think I should have done this first, but no, I'm not that smart. I should have put the line that had spikes. Just oh my gosh! I'll redo it. Okay, where? Which layer is it? It's not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, it is on its own. Okay, good. It wasn't totally inept. Okay, so that is on its own thing, so I can just leave that there. Since I don't have to be in front of all that. Alright, measure this. Actually, let me get... Let me start doing this part. terrible. That'll work. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm not saying much. It's just because I'm trying to really focus here. Ah! It's getting there. There you go. And I just noticed that this looks terrible. It doesn't quite... Yeah. Here. Oh my gosh, my hand is wiggling so much, it's not even funny. That looks much better. Actually, looks like a decent line. I say it right as I fuck it up. Ah! Okay, that'll work. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here all day. Bro, yeah, I know. I have terrible ideas and I really shouldn't be allowed an internet connection, but here we are. That looks okay. Ah! Fucking hand keeps wiggling around when I don't want it to. Let me just get this done. That actually looks okay for me. Then the other part of the leg come down. Okay, there we go. That looks okay. That looks acceptable. I can live with it. Okay. That I actually like. Okay. It's a reasonable line. Give me like an hour or two and you'll be a little bit more impressed. Well, hopefully you'll be a bit more impressed because I basically had to redo the whole damn thing because I realized I had to redo the fundamentals of the line because I know when I did it first, I had turned it off and it looked terrible. Now I can actually look at the line work and see that it's not as bad. Now I just got to fix up the coloring behind it, so it actually matches. And then I gotta fix this part of the leg too, because that's still technically a part of her legs. And because she's wearing thigh highs, that means it's actually gonna be this color. Woo. Okay, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'm fine with this. It does look nice. Okay. Now I have to fix the coloration. It's a little bigger for me. Alright. Oh, right. Yeah, I have to use color there. If you can recognize the music in the background. Well, one, you're old, and two, bonus points, I guess. It shows how long you've been watching anime, pretty much, if you can recognize that. Yeah, right before class, man. What a way to start it, right? I need to start getting faster at this, because I feel like I take way too long to draw anything. Part of the reason why I never wanted to be, like, you know, do someone who, like, takes commissions from people, just because I know I take way too fucking long. And I wouldn't be able to get anything done within a reasonable amount of time. That, and I already know if I did take commissions, I just have to be drawn. I'd be drawing furry art. Let's be real. Like, I don't have any wrong. Actually, funny thing with furries, I don't have an issue when it comes to stuff like that. Like, if you're just drawing, you know, stuff like Sonic and stuff, you know, fairly normal stuff or things you see on kids' cartoons, that's fine. But once you start getting into the actual pornographic sides of things, whoo, it starts getting a little weird. Because, like, I do understand the argument that, like, yeah, if all you do is draw human characters, there's only so much you can do. Because, yeah, in a way, you are limiting yourself. So I understand why, you know, you'd use animalistic figures and stuff like that. That's fine. It's just, like, you like it, and it looks cool. It's an interesting way to do something, you know, like stuff like Tony the Tiger figures, stuff like that. That's okay, you know, it's an easy artistic way of doing stuff. And honestly, it's kind of been in human history for a long-ass time. But once you start wanting to fuck it, well, you're getting into some, well, things ain't exactly black and white anymore. You're starting to get into some weird territory. That's usually where I start to draw the line. I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna go that far, but hey, you wanna draw a tiger who stands up on two legs and sells cereal to kids? Understandable. Now you draw him taking it up in the rear end from the Lucky Charms dude. Okay, one, that's actually sort of funny, but it's incredibly cursed at the same time, and why did you draw that? And two, nah, I've got nothing else to say. I don't know why I went on this tangent. It's weird. was actually funny. I almost became a furry artist, but almost like by accident, just because like when I was doing stuff in like high school, and yes, I was on DeviantArt. I know, shame, for shame. And I was trying to draw stuff, and it was weird because like the thought process was like apparently like I heard like because the original Sonic stuff apparently how that came about was like I don't know. There's like a reason why that there's no real humans. Apparently, it's like some sort of like disease or something. There's like a disease that somehow it was basically Planet of the Apes, and how that disease kind of manifested is that it, increased the intelligence of animals and stuff like that. But for some reason, it also killed humans. I was thinking of something doing like that, and something along those lines, having a backstory with that. And I was really like Fallout, and so I started doing stuff for it, and I realized I accidentally was just making furry Fallout, and so I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop. So I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. It's like I'll just take one step back. I thought it was my own idea. I was like, no, I'm literally just making a furry Fallout, and it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop before I get too ahead of myself. And so I just stopped doing that stuff. And yes, I was on DeviantArt. If a few of you might know how to know where it is, I'll let you go on an Easter egg hunt for that if you really feel so inclined. Because, well, there's still some stuff on there I actually did like, but yeah, there's some stuff where I started getting into the furry side of stuff, and I'm just like, I probably shouldn't do this anymore. This is feeling a little odd. I ain't liking it anymore, man. But anyways, back to making sure these anime thighs look correct. So yeah, I guess TLDR is just like, if you want to do furry stuff, it's cool. I don't care too much. But if you're gonna look me in the eyes and say that, like, yeah, furry stuff, it's not that weird, bro, really? Don't give me that. You know full well there's some weird stuff going on in there. Although for the most part, yeah, it doesn't really cross that territory. But don't be denying that it is. It's like when someone comes up to you and they're like, yeah, I'm really shy, but they're but they're like, the type of person who wears barely any clothes, and it's so obvious they're seeking attention. It's just like, don't even give me that, dude. I know what you're trying to do, and I smell that. It's like you are not what you claim to be. Stop it. It's alright, man. We all got stuff we gotta do in real life, after all. Making you cry. Oh, this is probably copyrighted. I can't listen to it. Oops. Even though it's a really cool song, I probably can't listen to it right now. Oopsie. Sorry that I'm getting so quiet. It's just because how to focus and get this done. Just because I want to be able to move on to something. Just have this portion of it done finally. Oh man, Civ 3 music takes me way back. This was like one of the first PC games I had. I really liked it. Has some really nice music to it. I tried listening to like any of the other Civilization soundtracks. It's not the same. I think, like, I know Civilization 4, apparently they started using like actual like classical music and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. It just, I didn't like it. Whereas, like, I think Civ 3, like, I listen to all the tracks, I don't hear it anywhere else. Like, it doesn't sound like anything from anywhere. It's definitely its own thing, and I really like it. People are like, oh, it's all fantasy stuff, Civilization's supposed to be real. Nah. Nah, dude. Good music is good music. I could care less what the context is. And this is, honestly, it's just relaxing. It's the type of thing you listen to, you relax to, just, you know, building your civilizations, preparing to nuke everyone as Gandhi, you know, regular stuff that you do in Civ. Okay, I think she's good as far as, like, base coloring is concerned. Let me take a look. Yeah, she's looking good. There's a little bit I'll have to fill in here. Let me just get to that. New. Stop it. What? It's a brush. What are you doing? Sorry if you hear the sirens in the background. My mic likes to pick them up. Again, I did it on the wrong layer. Ooh, some Ratchet and Clank music. Nice. That'll look good. Okay. I think she's cleaned up nicely. She is cleaned up rather nicely. Now let's just make it look like it actually belongs in there. There's the real test of patience that I'm going to have to be able to do. I got to render this out. So that means picking some lights and some highlights. Let's just start renaming stuff. Oh. Yeah, it took me an hour to get here. Jeez. Man, I wish I could be faster at this. Like, I feel like that should just take me half an hour. But, oh well. I need more practice, honestly. Like, the only time I ever draw anymore or do stuff like this is just because I feel like I'm shitposting. Alright, so, actually with socks. Yeah, I was going to do something with this. So, do a little off-white on the red side. Thank you. Okay, so here is where I'm going to no. Looks terrible. Whoop. No. It's getting there, I think. It's kind of getting there. It's kind of down like. There we go. There we go. That's more of what I'm looking for. Okay. That looks a lot better. There we go. Whew. I have a fun idea I'm gonna do. So what's... Let me just I don't know why I find this so funny, but it's so dumb. Dear God. So dumb. But oh well. No. Photoshop. That's what I want. Oh, it's so stupid. It's pretty convincing, but we're not there yet. Oh man. Oh yeah, can't we show me something really quick? Actually, I think I might have to hold it here for a little bit. I don't know if anyone's even watching right now, but BRB. I guess I'll put that in the chat. Yeah. I'll just leave that in the chat in case anyone happens to pop in, and then nothing's happening. I just want to get some food real quick. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me some food, probably like 5 minutes, in case anyone has to read this or when I post it on the VOD. mic's back on, and yeah, came back, just grabbed some snacks. Hope my mic doesn't pick this up, especially since it's crunchy. You know, carrots and cucumbers may not have been the best idea for having a snack right now. You guys can probably hear this. It's none too comfortable, I bet. Okay. Oh, wait. That was it. Oh, whatever. Shit, I lied. I'll be right back. Left my water bottle outside. Okay. Okay, so here we are. Back at it, and let's get the shading in. Let me just... Actually pretty good. Pretty good approximate for what I'd want to do for the shading. Highlight here, low light. I guess back here I'll start to do a bit more of a low light as well. And then that'll be all low light because technically it's supposed to be her calf behind her thigh. It's like, you know, giving a little squeezy. Alright, so let's get started on this. Now, this is a real trick to try and get anything to look like it belongs in the scene, is making sure the shading's correct. Let's see, for a highlight. Seems like a good first color. Make it a little cooler. Okay. Did you stop doing that? Quick next to it, and that's the wrong color. Oh yeah. That's noticeably lighter. Okay. And maybe a super highlight that's even lighter, just in case I might need it. And then boink. Now, while it's getting a little too blended in, I'll put it down here. Okay, yeah. And now for the lowlights. A little more saturated, a little darker. Shift it to red a bit more. Okay, it's good for one. Same thing, a little more. And boom. Okay. I believe that'll be good for that. This color, right? Same thing. A little lighter, a little bit on the cooler. No, it's a bit much. So again, a little lighter. I'll do one more. That's really pink. It's basically pink. Not what I want to do. thing. Let me get some shadows in here. It's good for a start. Another important shadow. Okay. I think I got the colors I need. Honestly, yeah, let me just do this as well, because I know this part, it's going to be back here. I'm going to give it give it this color. Right, let me just, no, grass, there it is. It's actually not a lot darker. Well, I won't do super hard shading, so. And I have to fix it again. It's alright, man, if it's too late where you're at, but it's all good, man. You can always watch this afterwards if you feel like it, and I'm just glad some people like me. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's that layer over there that's on top of it, so I need to, not that hard, so, whoop, okay, there we go. Actually weird. Usually with this coloring stuff, I actually prefer just using a mouse. I don't know what it is. It feels easier to me. Ah, shit. Honestly, like, when I started doing this, I was super, like, skeptical about it to begin with, just because, like, it's like, everyone's just gonna think I'm some asshole or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then people was like, oh, no, you're actually funny. I'm like, okay, wow, people don't think I'm a complete asshole. Well, I mean, I can still be one, but it's just, let's see. Whoops. That's probably not what I wanted to do. Oh well. Let me just, for the sake of preserving the color here, make sure that I don't lose that mid-tone. Okay, I think it's good now. Honestly, I probably should have just, here, let me do this again. I'm probably just going to make it a darkest color because it's really back there. It's going to be technically shadowed by the front of the thigh right here anyways, so I just effectively wasted a bunch of time for no reason. And now I have to fix it again. Yep, I have to fix it again. Damn it. So, Hobbs, what did you do all day? Oh, well, I made a pair of anime thighs crush a dog's face. You know, normal stuff. Definitely nothing weird, right, guys? Okay. So that's good. Let me start with this. I forgot. Those lines are gonna... Shit. You know what? I'll worry about those sock lines later. I can fix them. As I go. Let me just get back on my Cintiq here. Let me just okay. Fuck it, nothing left, nothing to it, but just to do it. This one. Like, TikTok memes aside, this is actually a pretty cool remix. I actually like this one. Actually, no, I should do the skin first because that'll give me a better idea. Shading down here. Come in a little like this too. Nah. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. Brush a little bigger. And then to really sell that it's blending in, I don't know how to yeah, I'll just do it like this. It's much easier than trying to refit the eraser. Yeah, I think that looks good. At least for the initial part. Excuse me? Oh, okay, so the fucking thing ended. We'll start with this. And then shuffle it around again. Yeah, Payday soundtrack's pretty cool. Alright. And also, I'm probably going with the same color right here as well. Just a little bit, because this is going to be, the light's going to be hitting it a bit, so. Okay. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. I guess it needs a little bit over here too. So that'll be in the shading as well. Yeah. It's starting to look like a pair of lady legs. I say very loudly in a house with a bunch of girls in it. Looks bad. Actually, you know what? No, it goes a little more, I think. Yeah, I wanna do it a little more. Need to give it a little bit more of a shading. So like here, yeah. There we go. There we go. Boom! Already looks better. Okay. Okay, we'll do the second tier of shading for the really dark parts, which I believe I'll have. Start right here. Let's just kind of come straight down like that. And then maybe a little in here. Right, like that. Okay. 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 Just make sure I get all these nooks and crannies covered. Ah, I thought you could hide from me. Okay. Okay, it's already looking better. Huh? I already missed some over here. Okay. And a little bit here. Okay. Let me think here. Yeah, just a little bit right here should do it. A little right here. Yeah. Yep. Okay, I think that's the shadows done for now. Well, you know what? I think I might want to do one darker for the back of her leg right here. Yeah, it should be a little bit darker on this end because it's even further from the light. Check this. Even darker. So that'll be catching the light here a little bit. Then this has a cast shadow on it. So it's even less. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Except for maybe a little more. Yeah, it needs to be a little harsher. Nah, it's terrible. I think that looks okay. Yeah, should be alright. Okay, I think that's good for the shading, at least on the legs. Let's go on the shadows at the very least. I'm gonna do highlights. Oh, it would be around here, I suppose. Don't tell me I... Oh my god, I did. You know what? I'm just gonna omit that. We'll worry about that later. If I need to, because screw it. Okay, so that is not what I meant to do. So what we're doing is, okay, I got the original color, and then grab that. Okay, let's get some of the highlights done. Which is probably around in this area. Let's soften it a lot, and then just right. I need to select a different color. A little smaller. I don't want it too big. Yeah. That looks better. Okay, that's acceptable. You can live with that. Then just rein it in a little bit because I don't need them too big. Honestly, you know what? That might be a little too much. Just like for highlights. Skin's not that shiny, so. Really. Okay. Yeah, that looks a bit more normal. Just leave it out. Perfect. That was real easy. Honestly, the highlights are probably easier just because you're drawing like a circle in there. Then the extreme highlight. Which is even smaller, just whoop. Fair enough. Just whoop. Actually, I don't even think I need that because that honestly looks like it's out of place. Yeah. That doesn't look right. Yeah. I think I gotta redo the shadows a little bit, and I think that extreme highlight's unnecessary. It makes her legs look like she's made out of metal. I don't like it. Need to shrink this down. By a lot. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And I think I gotta extend that like middle shadow. I gotta extend it out a little bit more. It looks like there's not enough of it. Take Probably would look a little bit like that, honestly. Oh, shit. That's my stylus. Again, this comes out more here. Then give it a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, and I'll end up blurring a lot of this out too, just to make it look like it's part of the animation cell. So I'm not too worried about it looking super harsh at the moment. Ah, yeah, that really looks like he's getting squeezed by a pair of jigglies right there. Actually, even now, I'm looking at that highlight, it looks too harsh. I need to take this and... Yeah, even now, that looks way too harsh. I gotta remember. Stuff that's like not metal, it doesn't have super hard highlights. So I got just a little. Okay. Looks a little bit pink. Let me put this on the actual. That's the actual highlight color. Yeah, you put too harsh of highlights, it makes it look like her legs are metal or something like that. Which I know is a trick that a lot of anime will use. But I don't like it, because it doesn't look right to me. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Just a little soft highlight, because, you know, it's a little bit shifted more over here. Actually, I don't even think I had the brush soft enough. There we go. That's probably what my issue was, is that the highlight was too harsh. There we go. And then, yeah, I'll probably have to do the same thing with the socks, because the color I picked is probably not that great. I'm gonna try blurring it too. That might help. It's because at the moment it looks like it's too, shading's a little too harsh. Take this. And actually do things. No. Let me try this, see what this ends up doing. Nah, that doesn't look good. Hey, what's up, Mumble? Yeah, I'm trying to make sure this, like, shit. I'm trying to remember how to, like, blend it a little bit better so it, like, the colors just actually naturally blend into each other and they don't just, like, fucking... Ah, it's tough. No, that's not what I meant to do. See, this color... I'm sure they look nice, but I'm trying to make sure the shading actually looks correct, too. Otherwise it'll ruin the entire point of this. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing here. Okay. So I'll take this. Okay. Lighten it. Okay, that blends it much better. Okay. That looks much better. I'll do the same here. Okay, yeah, that's looking much better. Take a lighter color and then just lightly apply it. Okay, let's start over. Yes, sir. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do to blend this in, so we'll start with the base color here, and then do the whole thing of just that. I might need to. Yeah, I got a stylus on a Cintiq. Shit, that was bad. Let me try blurring that. You know what? Yeah, that don't look too bad. Don't look too bad, I guess. Now the real trick is this next part. Yeah, I'm lucky and I was able to get a Cintiq, so I can use that to enhance the shit posting, as it were. Okay, I think I gotta go a little bit lighter on the opacity for darkening. Just a little bit. There we go. This is looking a little better. Yeah, that looks much better. Just I might need to. Well, it depends on what you're tracing for. Like, if you're just directly tracing something, like, you're literally just tracing the line work and stuff like that, that's... Okay, so... There's a difference between using something as a reference and actual, like, tracing. Like, me tracing, in a sense, it's kind of like this, but I'm not just, like, word for word using it as the same thing, because I'll be real with you. Let's see. In terms of, like, the actual shapes of the rocks that you see here, I just use them as a base. As you can obviously see, like, my lines and stuff like that, as I'll show you. It's not exactly the same. I just saw the basic shape, and I kind of went around it. Partially because I have to cover it up, because I'm trying to make it look like it's not rocks, it's, you know, a lady's thighs who are squishing them together. But it's basically doing stuff like this where you're using it as a reference point. I don't see an issue with it because, again, you're still doing your own thing and you're using it on the top of it. But, like, if I literally just drew the rocks, but, like, let's say I could just take it and I would just literally, instead of actually doing what I do and actually, you know, drawing my own legs here in place of the rocks, I would literally just take the rocks, essentially, and then I could just swap out the color. You know, because I could do that, like, here, let's just do that as a really quick example of... Actually, shit, I'm not even getting into tracing anymore. I'm getting more into image manipulation. Like, let's see... Image, adjustments, and then it'll be hue. And then let's say, in order to get the idea that, like, instead of these rocks, it's actually a pair of thighs, well, I'd change the hue a little bit to maybe... Yeah, see, make it a little bit more red, lighten it up a little, and then turn down the saturation a little. And you can see there, it's a bit more skin toned. If I was essentially doing something like that, where it's just like... That's not hard to do. And... You know, I'm really explaining this poorly. I know I did something similar, where there was similar stuff to where I had done it, where I had drawn, like, you know, Calvin and Hobbes comics. But I didn't draw, like, even though I drew exactly what the exact panels were, I was, you know, in high school at that time, I was learning how to draw how people would do things. I didn't actually, like, you know, literally plop it down and, like, draw right on top of it and, like, use a piece of tracing paper for that. No. Like, I would draw from observation, that way I can try, you know, to get my own hand and my own shapes and stuff like that. But in terms of... Let's see here. Let me just get an actual piece of reference out. Fucking... Let's see... Names... Okay, let's say, for example... I'm trying to find something that won't get me in trouble with YouTube. Here, we'll do Dr. Evil. Here, see? Now, what I would do is... Like, for here, if you were to trace it, I guess you could do that thing where people... I guess in like a shitposty sense, people don't really mind it, where you literally just trace the outline, where I would like probably just, you know... Let's see, we'll get in here. Let's see. Where like I know there's like some MS Paint shit where people will literally just go. We'll see. Oh right, the opacity I had that down. Okay. So where you're just literally doing this, and I'm like making, you know, MS Paint adventures, stuff like this. Giving him some real eyeliner here. Like, in stuff like this, if you're doing a shitpost, I guess, it's fine. But you're not really, obviously, learning how to draw and stuff like that, and you're not going to get much better at it. And so, what I would typically tell most people is that it's fine to use this image. That is not what I wanted. So, why is my eraser doing that? Whatever. Let's see. Open... Okay, so instead of that, I would do something like this. To where I see Dr. Evil's head, so okay, I have his head here. Chin kind of comes down. Eye level's right here. It's kind of there. His hand, again, coming out, sort of. Get a good idea. Shoulders. And then I could turn that off. And then I could use this like a framework that I could use to draw my own character that, again, that's using something for a reference where like I take something, an image, and then just put that there. And then you can see right here from this pose, it's obviously not very detailed. But yes, obviously it's just drawn right on top of Dr. Evil. But that's just because I wanted the base idea of what his pose looks like. And so, yeah. And this is different. If people are doing this with artwork, I see no issue with it. Because, again, you're just using a reference. You want to see if you can get a pose down, to learn how to draw it that way. Obviously, as you get better and better, you won't have to do stuff like that. But it always helps to, like, go back and see if someone's physically making that pose. That helps a lot. But then, yeah, going back to, like, that old, like, you know, the MS Paint Adventures type thing, that's... Like I said, if you're just doing it for shitposting, then I see no issue with it. But if you're, like, trying to make a career out of it, and that's literally all you're doing... I hate to say it, but you're not that good of an artist. People can follow... It's not hard to follow lines on a piece of paper. Like... yeah. I think that's about it. That's all I can say for it. I don't mean to get political up in here, but, you know. Yeah. That's the thing with tracing, is that it's very non-specific. It's like, using a reference is one thing, but actually just, like... completely just tracing something out and like plagiarizing it, that's another. And people tend to get the two misconstrued. Well, I mean, what do you mean by you saw the exact thing? Like, I mean, I guess you can, as far as tracing and stuff is concerned, obviously very beginners, you want to learn how to be able to draw that. But like, if they're trying to pass that off as their own artwork, then it's just like, nah. Like, if it's blatantly obvious that you copied something, like, it's one thing to do something like this. This, obviously, I'm not going to say is like, yeah, it's artwork I did, but it's obviously, I'm making a joke about it, and I'm not saying it's like, oh, it is my stuff. Well, then again, what I'm doing is technically parody, so even then, that actually is a whole thing on it that gets even messier when you think about it, if I think about it too much. I'm not an authority on stuff like this, but like I said, if you're literally just gonna rip off someone and just pass it as your own, and if that's what you're actually doing, then it's not cool. And as far as tracing and stuff that, like, I don't know, like, again, Mumble, it sounds like I don't know exactly what's going on, so I can't say anything for sure. Not that I should be saying anything, because my opinion is usually very, very uninformed and knee-jerky, so I typically just don't express it. Because, like I said, I don't know enough about the situation to actually say anything concrete. Like, bro, I shitpost on the internet. That's basically what I do. I mean, yeah, if they just literally said that they traced it, then it's just like, okay, yeah, great, cool. You drew lines on a paper. I don't know if many people are going to pay you for that, and if they do, well, shit, what am I doing with my life? That's okay, yeah. I'm just saying, if you're looking for the keys to the universe and you want, like, life advice and stuff, no. I am not the type of person that you're going to be wanting to ask it on that. And even then, my opinions are, like I said, opinions are much like buttholes. Someone's going to think it stinks. And some people are weirdly into it. Shit, I don't even know if I call myself an artist. I'm so lazy about this stuff, and I barely practice as much as I should, so... I'd say artist is a very loose term for what I do. Probably the closest I'd be to an actual professional artist was that I flunked out of an animation school. That's about it. I tried being an artist and I actually fucking failed at it. I know. How sad is that? Oh shit, not what I meant to do. Yeah. I mean, I make fun of it now, and I'm... Actually, there's a reason, like, I don't know if you've found the channel back when I was doing, like, original stuff. Like, originally I actually started off doing tutorials for this video game that was called Hawken. And that was originally how I got on YouTube and started doing stuff like that. And that's how I got to, like, I got, like, 1,200 subscribers doing that. And that was basically how I started off on YouTube, was doing that, because, quite honestly, I played that game way too much instead of doing my actual work for college. And I ended up flunking out because of it. Because I let myself get distracted too much. I mean, ultimately, it wasn't because of Hawken that I flunked out of college. Ultimately, what happened was, I let myself get too distracted, and I didn't focus on my work, and yeah, it didn't end well. And shit, I just realized all this blending, it makes it look kind of messy. I don't know if I like it. Yeah. Let's see. Turn this off. Let me see if I can fix this a little. Yeah. So if you ever want to go in art school, all I'm going to tell people is that, as a warning, it's very, very much open-ended, and if that's something you're not prepared for, like for me, I'd say the reason why I failed at it was because I had a hard time. Is there something you needed? Give me a sec, okay?
Okay. You try to see if it works before we put it in.
Well, hopefully.
Okay.
Sorry, my Ethernet cable just came in, and I'll have to test that in a little bit.
Okay.
Thanks. Test it in a sec. Sorry. Like, I feel like I put good details on it, but I feel like whenever I do this blending style of shading, it gets so messy. Like, ugh, I don't know. Because I'm trying to make it look like, I don't know. Maybe I should have left it as much more harsh instead, because then it would look more like this, where it looks kind of like a watercolor. Shit, now I have to, like, I don't even know if I can go back that far. Actually, you know what? I'll stick with the blended since I got this far already. Since I already got this far, I might as well stick with it. Oh, not what I want. Yeah. But yeah, if you ever do go into art school, and I don't know if you're at the age where you're deciding if whether or not you want to go to college or not, the thing with art school is that it's very, very open-ended, and if you're not used to something like that, procrastination will be your biggest downfall. Because that's what happened with me. It was because everything was so open. Because I was used to high school. I did high school with my fucking eyes shut. It was so simple to me because everything was laid out. It was pretty easy. I didn't have to think about it too hard. And, you know, I was that kid who never studied for a test. And I got A's. I just got A's on tests because I never had to study. I just went through high school and it was easy for me. But then college came around where it was much less structured and then everything was just kind of done out for you. And it was a case of shit. I just goofed off way more than I should have. You know what? We'll do it this way. Okay, we're gonna go on a journey that YouTube might not appreciate here, but I want an idea of how they do it. Okay, so it is sort of blended in, but like, oh, that's probably not gonna. Oh, I'm scrolling down even more. This is getting even worse. Okay, that's not that bad to look at, but like, okay, that's how they blend it in. It is a little okay. You know what? That's one area. Yeah, I might just redo the shading again because I don't like it. I don't like it super messy looking like that. So we'll redo this. Get the neutral skin color. It's not that college is hard, but it's certainly different than what you're used to doing in high school. And it'll usually come as a big shock for most people. And I left the opacity too low. Oops. There we go. Back here. Okay, that looks better. Because I actually wanted to do this. Come out here. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. I think this shadow is a little too dark as compared to that other shadow. So I might have to start here and then just only go a little darker. So I think that's what my issue is. No. Okay, so take this, go up a little more. Okay, yeah. I think it was just too dark. That looks a little better. I mean, I could make it... well, see, the thing here is, I'm not trying to make it too anime-esque, is that I want to make it look like it belongs inside the Tom and Jerry cartoons. And so, if I do, like, the super stereotypical anime thing where it looks like the chicks are oiled up and everything, it won't look like it belongs in this animation cell. That's the thing. So I need to make sure it doesn't look too harsh like that, because I know they didn't really draw stuff like that a lot, especially in these old cartoons. So that's the thing that kept me from doing that. I did do that earlier, and I realized that. I'm just like, okay, yeah, it doesn't look right. Because it doesn't look like what Warner Brothers initially animated, so... which is what I'm trying to mimic. Yeah. Trust me, I know how to draw it in the anime style. It's not that hard. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to mimic the Warner Brothers animation. And the art style that they were using for Tom and Jerry. I have to make an anime girl look like she belongs in there, which is a bit of a brain twister because I'm trying to wrap my head around what that would look like. And the solutions my brain have come up with have not been what I would like. So... okay, yeah, that doesn't look as harsh, so... yeah, that looks much better. Yeah, because the ultimate plan with this is that I'm gonna go on Twitter and then just, tweet at Warner Brothers and be like, hey, do your animators want to explain why this isn't a kid's cartoon? And make it look similar enough to like it's in the it looks like it would have been drawn by them, just to make them go, hold up. Yeah, I'm trying to make it look like it was actually an animation cell that they did, and see if I can get a few people to go, hold up. Like, what? Hold up, wait a minute. Yeah. So basically, I'm doing this as like a practical joke, essentially. and I want to try to make it look at least a little bit convincing. In fact, there's going to have to be a bit where I'm going to have to go in when I'm done with drawing her, the Miss Anime Thighs over here. When I'm done drawing her, I'm going to have to go back and actually like composite this and make it look like it belongs. Because there's plenty of sections I can tell where it's going to be like, yeah, it's really obvious, or I have to cover it up and then make it look like it belongs in the scene, which is going to be a challenge on its own. But I've done similar stuff to this before in that college that I had, flunked out of. I know a few tricks. I remember some stuff from there that I can use in Photoshop, because I remember taking a Photoshop class, and I can do a couple things to make it look like it. Obviously, it's not going to fool everyone, because, whenever you do stuff like this, there's going to be some evidence left behind that you've tampered with the image. It's just natural. Unless you want to spend literal days, going pixel by pixel and covering that up. But, which I don't think anyone wants to. And, let's see. Okay, yeah, I like that look a little bit more. I think once I blur it out, it'll look a bit little. I'll end up having to blur it a little bit so it looks like this actual picture, because obviously you can tell that there's like a little bit of image noise in the background from this. And I've actually already done the thing where it's like the grass blades right here. I might have to adjust that a wee bit just because they don't look quite right. Yeah, I'll have to adjust that. Oh, people might, but honestly, with me on Twitter, I doubt anyone's gonna see it. Like, one or two people will probably see it. That's about it. Just because I think Twitter has its own fucking algorithm and how stuff like that works, and then yeah, I don't know, man. So, because sometimes I'll tweet stuff out, and obviously no one sees it. So, whatever. I'll see what happens. I'm just doing this because to me this is funny, and quite honestly, I'm out of fucking ideas, and so fuck it. This is what I'm doing now. This is my life now. I mean, yeah, you never know. It's funny. That's basically how I started off doing the Bell Buddy dubs. That's pretty much how it happened, was because honestly, I didn't even know like he would get popular and stuff like that. Like, it was funny. I think Solus and I don't know if you've ever seen the other people who've been doing the Ball Buddy comic dubs. Obviously, Solus is, completely skyrocketed from that. And even a couple others, like Fuzzy Dice, that I've worked with a couple times. I just did it because, like, you know what, fuck it. It was the Luck build one. The one where the guy, he was, like, super lucky, he keeps tripping into she keeps tripping into the female heroine's booba because, super high luck but no dexterity, so he's a klutz. I saw that, I thought it was so funny, and I just felt like, you know what, fuck it, I'll voice it because, I haven't seen anyone else do it. And I didn't up until that point. It was funny, I didn't actually know about Solus up until I actually started doing the dubs, because once I actually started posting it, apparently I started getting recommended to him. And that was back when he was like, shit, I think he started off, like, at least when I saw him, he was like at 10,000 subscribers or something like that. So he was nowhere near where he was right now. Like, right now, I think he got to like the 100,000 point. I don't know if I want it. Like, that, even then, I don't want this to be about money, because I do this shit for fun, man. And honestly, I don't think I'm reliable enough to be, having stuff for commissions and stuff like that. Like, there's literally, on my channel, like, you can see there was 2 weeks where I just didn't fucking do anything. I'd rather not get into the reasons why, but shit like that, I'm not reliable at all. No. I don't want to, like, if it's one thing if I'm doing this for fun, I don't want to be taking people's money and then end up shafting them in the end, because that looks bad, and I would feel bad about it. So, Yeah. It's also part of the reason why I never opened anything like Patreon and stuff like that. Like, it's one thing, like, you know, YouTube, some big faceless corporation, you feel like paying me a little bit of money to get people to laugh on the internet. You know what? Sure. You know what? I'll take your money. But, like, actual physical people who would be like, you know what? I think you're funny. Here, have my lunch money. I'd honestly feel bad because, dude, you can buy a Big Mac with that shit. Why are you giving it to me? I'm some random asshole on the internet. Don't do that. I'd actually feel bad about it. Especially knowing just how unreliable I am and blah 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 blah, self-deprecating. Just paint the damn thighs already, Hobbs. Okay. Okay, that looks a lot better. Now for this part. I'm still not done. And I realize I'm going to have to redo those little white stripes all over again. Ugh. Oh yeah, of course I don't mind doing it. Like I just said, I just don't want to attach a price point to it. Like have someone pay me for it and be like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, I'll pay you to do this, and then I end up fucking it up and not doing it on time. That obviously looks terrible, and I don't want to do that to people. That's the only thing. But it's just like, but on the other hand, if I'm just doing it at my own speed, yeah, I already know myself. I'm just gonna fuck around and maybe not get it done when I should. Like, it would be nice if I could get paid to do this kind of stuff, but I can tell you right now, I am nowhere near reliable where people should be paying me to do this stuff. Nuh-uh. Like, I can tell you right now, I am a terrible employee. If I fucking... And I can tell you right now, that's not how the business world works. You're not gonna get far. Okay, so now I'm actually going to move on to the socks, so... Okay, that's going to be interesting because... That's her knee right there, so... Kind of... Come up here. Oh wait, that's the original color, oops. Come down here. Nah, that looks bad. No. Okay, I think that's what it would look like. And just have the rest of it kind of... Okay. There we go. So yeah, literally the reason why I don't do commissions or take like tips from people or do Patreon, it's not you, it's me. He said as he was breaking up with her. I wonder how long I can use that excuse. Even though I've literally had friends who'd tell me, it's like, yeah, it's like, dude, who fucking cares? Just go for it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be stuck doing the same shit your whole life. And I'm like, you know what? I know that. I don't know. I'll figure stuff out as I go. For now, I'm too busy shitposting to care. So... Yeah, you know what? I'll have to do the, Your internet doing doo-doo all the time? Dude, mine just does that all the time, too. Actually, no. I got a cable for that. Yep, fuck it. Let's plug this Ethernet bitch in. Make sure it works. Hang on a sec, guys. Oh. I actually have an Ethernet cable, so now that when someone uses the fucking microwave, I won't lose connection. There it is. She's in, boys. Now I don't have to worry about this thing going out on you guys. Which I honestly feel bad about a lot of the times. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the shading and then... Fuck, I'm gonna have to redo those... The little... Because I'm doing the shading the way I'm doing it. Yeah, fuck me. Yeah, I'll have to redo it on a different layer. No. Oh my god. I hate it. I hate myself. I keep just goofing around. Oh my god. I need to pay attention to what the hell I'm doing. I haven't streamed in the longest time because honestly, I didn't want to do it because my internet would, it would be so unstable. Like, half the reasons why, like, I don't know if you've ever seen any of my stuff in the past where I had done it, where, I was, like, I did stuff like PlanetSide and a few other things, and then it would be so janky, and then I just felt like, it's like, no one wants to watch this shit. And I did this in the wrong layer again. I was just like, yeah, it was so jank. I'm just like, yeah, people are not going to enjoy watching this, so I just stopped for a good while. Got depressed because I had no ideas and didn't know what the fuck I was going to do for about 3 weeks. And then finally, I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to do stuff anyways. But now I actually do have an internet cable, so I don't have to worry about the stream going out if you guys are watching anymore. It'll actually be stable now that I actually do have an Ethernet cable with me. Because, literally, what happens is, again, something to do with the Wi-Fi, it would just go in and out intermittently, maybe because, bandwidth, blah, 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 technical reasons. I could care less about those. All I know is that the connection would just short out, because I would look on PlanetSide, and then testing the ping there, it would say that the connection keeps going out and that I'm losing... is that it's not that the ping would get bad, it's just that the connection itself would just drop a lot. Like, for 5-10 second periods. And this is, again, without the electromagnetic interference of the microwave. Fucking with the Wi-Fi. And with the microwave now, that would just shut everything down because, it would scramble the radio waves or whatever the hell it uses. It would scramble that to hell, so obviously I wouldn't get any internet while it was running. Now, I don't have to worry about it because I have an Ethernet cable that solves all the stability issues. And fuck. And yeah. So, now I don't have an excuse to not be streaming. The long and the short of it is I have no excuse. I have no excuse to not not try and make you folks laugh. It's basically just how I view myself. It's just like, yep, I am literally, that monkey that, like, dances around with the two fucking symbols, crashing them together. That's basically what I do. And I just hope people like it. That's bugging me. That's fucking me. Because it's a little rounded where it shouldn't be. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it later. Let me get this actual... Let me get her damn stockings down. Oh, Jesus, I've been stuck on little things like that. Let me actually make some fucking progress here. Okay. Do the shading layer this time. Okay. Oh, right. So B for... Okay, soften it up, and there we go. A little here, but then come out like that because of how the lay. Actually, no. It would start getting to the knees, so it would be... So what her knees would look like. It would actually be a harsh line, so... Like it would start like that. But then because of like... it would actually come up here because it's a much harsher. Okay. I think I know how to empty that. Do that first. Then shrink it down. It's a bit of a harsher line. Okay, I think it looks better. Well, like I said, I'm just glad someone enjoys it. It makes the voices in my head stay quieter. God. It makes the voices go away. Oh, jeez. Let's see. On a really random note, on an aside, it's funny, Ball Buddy actually started streaming himself as well. Huh. I guess all that popularity, he was realizing, oh, well, shit, I could start doing streaming stuff since he can. I'm not surprised that he has started. I remember, it was funny, I actually saw a clip where Solus was, actually donating to him, being like, hey, dude, what's up? And then, I think Ball Buddy was just so, caught up in, the conversation he was having, because someone had asked him a question. He just completely ignored his donation. I thought it was pretty funny. He's just like, bruh. It's like, bruh, I got ignored by Senpai. Solus was saying that. I thought it was pretty funny. No! Oh, no, that is not what I want. Okay. Yeah, I definitely do want to try to see if I can do more voice work stuff. I just need to have actual fucking ideas. And, let's see. Okay. And then, actually, yeah, in order to make that more apparent, I'll just have the second shadow. Okay. Huh. Though, admittedly, I usually have a hard time actually just coming up with shit off the top of my head. It's funny, a lot of the times where I notice, especially when it came to comedy, I know a lot of the times when I'd actually be funny or I'd be able to tell jokes, it's usually riffing off of someone. I'd hear someone say something, and because they said something, I could usually improv something off of that. And it's actually funny. I've actually gotten into VR chat a couple times. I know I'm admitting to something heinous things. Yeah, I've gone to VR chat a couple times. Just because it's kind of funny, because you can just catch random conversations in there. And then I'll just be like, oh, hey, dad joke, insert here. And then you can get a bunch of people to laugh. And then, you know, sometimes it's funny. You have to watch out, sir. There are, and yes, there are a lot of cat boys on there. They are not lying about that. Luckily, I haven't had any issues with that, though. Actually, the only thing I've really ran into that was explicitly annoying on VR chat was, yeah, you get a lot of teenagers who like shouting racial slurs, just, you know, for no reason. Because they're edgy and they want attention. What can you do? Also, that highlight on her leg is too much. It's bugging me. It's bugging me. I am fixing it. I am fixing it right now. There we go. That looks a bit better. Well, like I said, I'm just happy that at least one person out on the internet can relate to my weird sense of humor. Even though my sense of humor is not actually that complicated. It's literally just super juvenile and then bait and switch. That's basically the basis of all of my comedy and what I find funny. In fact, like, I think the best clip that could sum up my... oh, wait, no, we're not watching that. The best thing that could just sum up my... the sense of humor that I have. Let's see. It's just this. You know, you see this, you have an expectation, right? Okay? So you're like, oh no, it's coming, and then it's subverted, and then, yeah. That is literally what my sense of humor is like. That's just it. That and hey, you can't go wrong with Ricardo Milos, man. I don't know why, but overly muscular men just dancing around in an overtly sexual fashion. I don't know what it is about that, but it's just goddamn hilarious to me. Like, I don't know why. It's just funny. I guess maybe because, again, it goes into the thing of, like, yeah, you expect, like, you know, oh, yes, a girl in some very risque position. It's like, nope, it's a dude. You know? It's just, I don't know why. It's the funniest thing to me. Just realized, looking back at the stream, that is forever on the internet now. I cannot get rid of that. That has been forever recorded. That apparently I find large muscular men dancing around in their skivvies to be extremely funny. And definitely not sus at all. What are you talking about? Totally doesn't come off as weird. I think I know what I want to do for this, so it'll kind of come up, denote where the knee is kind of going. Okay, yeah. But then again, same thing, it'll come up here and go into that. Cool. yeah. This is probably one of the most effort I've actually put into a shitpost for a long time. Just because this is actually taking the actual hours to complete. Whatever, it's worth it. Sorry. Mom brought me dinner. Yes, I'm a loser who lives with his mom still, I know. Tragic. Although, like, to be real, unless you want to live off on your own and, like, you know, be like some party animal, there's literally no reason why. I mean, if you can tolerate your family, you're still on good terms with them. And, well, I don't freeload off them because I actually feel bad if I did, but, like, there's no real reason to live away from home unless you actually need your own place. Especially with how expensive shit is nowadays. It's just the housing market. They want your money. Although, yeah, obviously, if you have a significant other and you want to be alone with them, then yeah, that would be the main reason why you'd want your own place. Animating? Yeah, I've done animation and stuff like that. I just don't have any software for it. Like, I've done it before. I've even touched 3D animation a little bit, too, because that was part of what I had learned. Back in, yeah, I've done Fundations of animals at my time when I was in that college. I've done fundamentals of animation when I was at that college. I've done it, and actually, even in high school, I did it because there was an animation course that was like for the ROP thing. I've done a little bit of animation in that. Back when Flash was still a thing, I've actually animated in that a little, and then I even learned how. It's funny, like a lot of VTubers and stuff right now that I kind of know the basis of it just because I had played around with it. And essentially, what it is like a 2D skeleton that's rigged in order to, like, you know, animate and move and different things. I think the only part that I don't know would be like trying to sync it up to a camera and how, you know, and recognizing the facial animations and things like that. But aside from that, I've done a large amount of, like, having to set up a 2D animation rig, which is what a lot of VTubers essentially are. It's a 2D animation rig that is synced up to, you know, follow the inputs of a camera device. That's the one part I haven't done of that, is, like, getting it to sync up to a camera. But I have, like, set up, like, bones and rigs and stuff like that. You'd think that would make me a lot of money, but I have to dust up on it, and I'd have to practice it a bunch more. But yeah, I know the basics at the very least, and I've animated with stuff like that and do frame by frame stuff. Yeah, I just haven't touched it in a long time, and I'd have to brush up on it. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I should be doing, but nah, video games go brrr. I actually could. The VTubing thing. I have thought about it, and I could probably do it. Especially since I technically already have my own character made. Like, I don't know, people paid attention to my stuff. Here, let's see if I can find it. Like,
I'm just calling to say
Actually, here, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this. Yeah, well, that's like a really small version of it. Let's see. But yeah, this is an actual drawing I've done myself that obviously I could just, you know, do it myself. I could probably get it into an animation rig if I really wanted to. But I'd have to, like, you know, it's obviously not as easy as I'm saying it is, but there's a lot of stuff that I could try to get linked up to do that. But I basically already have a character and everything made. That's basically my name. It's literally Hobbs from Calvin and Hobbes dressed as a soldier from TF2. It wouldn't be too... That I could pay someone to do that, but that's quite a bit of cash that I don't have. So, no, yeah, this is from a long time ago that I drew. Shit, this is actually back from when I was in that college, and that's when I drew it. And then, well, actually, yeah, this was a recent shit post that I did because of, oh my gosh, I was actually involved with Twitter drama with that. That's right. That's the reason why That is the reason why I drew this girl. Was there was something happened on Twitter that I thought was fucking funny. But I don't normally draw smut, but when I do, there's a funny reason behind it. Oh yeah, and this actually wasn't me. This was actually a friend of a friend. I guess was an artist. They were kind of like dry on work, so I said, you know what, fuck it. I'll pay them. I'll commission them. I'll do them. And then she actually did a pretty good thing. I don't know. Can I actually zoom in on that? It won't let me zoom in. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but I believe that's her name. It's just been so long. I don't remember what the artist's name was. But yeah, she actually drew this for me. I thought it was really cool. Yeah. I commissioned her because it was a friend of a friend. I felt like helping her out. But yeah, it was funny. I was joking around because the reason why I did this was there was an artist who obviously they draw much more revealing stuff as a part of their job, and you know I was kind of teasing that like because again that I draw and stuff like that. It's like I did the fine, I'll do it myself line, because I literally just kind of like drew a very vague outline of like the figure of the character, and just saying it's like yeah I could just draw a nude for everyone here. You know, insinuating that I could do that. And I guess they thought I wasn't fucking around. They essentially took me as serious instead of me just being like, look what I can do. You know, just to kind of tease them a little bit. And so I got blocked for that because they obviously didn't want me looking at their stuff. And then, you know, basically plagiarizing it, which is not what I was going to do. But then I ended up drawing that, you know, in a completely different style from what they drew. Like, if I had to say their animation, or the art style that they did, they drew in a much more, like, Disney-esque style, where it's a bit more simplified, kind of Western-ish cartoon characters. Oh, where obviously I just drew an anime girl. So, yeah, I probably should have been a little bit more clear. That was like, yeah, I was just joking around, but, oh well. If you don't get someone to laugh, I guess you're just an asshole, and you have to live with it, so, well. I just have to live with it. Anyways, yeah, back to what I was doing instead of just rambling on. Oh yeah, the fucking Pillarmen theme in the background, right? Perfect. Speaking of overly muscular men, huh? Anyways. And yes, I know I could probably use the selection tool to save me from having to erase every single time I do that, but, Oh, have I tried like 100% serious on drawing something? I've done photorealism before. Not the greatest, But yeah, I've drawn stuff where like it wasn't for like a shitpost. I've drawn stuff just because I can. But oh no, it doesn't line up. It's bothering me again. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it. We're good. Okay, I can move on now. Yeah, I've drawn stuff seriously before, obviously when I was practicing. Although, when I say practicing, funnily enough, when I was originally practicing, just drawing by, learning to draw by observation, I was just plagiarizing Calvin and Hobbes. Because what I would do is that I would, like, you know, I had, like, all the Calvin and Hobbes comics, and then I wouldn't trace them, but I would just look at the book and then try to draw it just by observation to try and learn how to do that. Because I really like the Calvin and Hobbes comics. And that's how I learned how to draw. Was plagiarizing Bill Watterson. And there was some of the other stuff. I think, I don't know, there's some old stuff that I had done like a long time. Like this one was just like, it wasn't really for a shitpost, it was like an idea for a character. Or wait, this is the finished version, right? Yeah, was just drawing this. And there's a few others, right? This one, that's another one I did. And then I think I was working on another one. Shit, where is it? Oh yeah, this one, same with that other artist. That's right. It was funny because I played Mordhau. I played Mordhau, which is I don't know if you've heard of Chivalry, but it's kind of like Chivalry, but I had a loadout that's dressed like this. It's like it has the Crusader helm with like the fur helmet, the pendant, the pants, and the fur boots, and then obviously shirtless. Like actually in Mordhau, that's basically what my loadout looks like. But then I was like, you know what, draw it in the style of JoJo because again, it was a friend of a friend and she was looking for commissions. I was like, you know what, fuck it, $60, well spent. And I don't remember where the finished. I'll have to find the finished image because I don't quite remember where it is. But I'll look for it at another time. But it's pretty cool. I like it. $60 for a shitpost, essentially. Oh yeah, this is ancient. Yeah. Fucking anime edgelord NPC, right? Yeah, okay, great. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that I don't remember. Let's see, where is it? No, that's not it. No, this is just, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd have to look. I still have some of my artwork saved somewhere. Here? Nah. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look for it again, and honestly, I'd rather just get this done. Well, that was back when I actually had a job and I had a bunch of money that I really wasn't using. But nowadays, I have to be a little bit more careful because I decided to stop working my factory job that had me sitting on a damn line for 10 hours at a time. And I'm currently not working, so I gotta watch the money. Luckily, I had a lot saved up, so I can figure out what I want to do next. I'm probably gonna have to end up getting a part-time job just so I can have a little bit of cash in, just because I was a dumbass, and when I initially got on the YouTube algorithm, I just decided to stop posting for some reason, because I was a goofball. And so now I've been abandoned by the algorithm, and I don't get, like, nearly any cash from, YouTube, so I was like, okay, well, great, now I'm gonna have to get a job. And it's totally my fault because I stopped when I should have just kept going. I should have tried to see if I could crank out some stuff, you know, at least get something moving. But I decided, nah, I'm gonna just fuck around and play video games. And then, yeah, the YouTube gods abandoned me, and then here we are. That doesn't look right. What? Is my eyes playing tricks on me, or? Yeah, okay, I think it's just an optical illusion. My eyes are fucking with me. Yeah, I think it's okay. Although this part can... Whoa. Oh, don't feel sorry for me, because me getting dropped from YouTube, that's totally my fault. I should have kept moving when I did, and I did not. That's totally on me. I was a dumbass. Everyone laugh at the dumbass. Maybe he'll make something of himself then. Ah! There we go. Much better. Tons of views. I honestly don't remember. I just know on a lot of my stuff. Well, all I know is it went from me getting like my videos are hitting like 6 digits, 5 digits numbers, and then recently, obviously, like towards the end of like November and October, I believe. Nah, it started stagnating into just thousands. Which obviously, you know, thousands is still pretty fucking nuts because I'm surprised that many people are looking at my stuff and saying, "This guy funny." I'm legitimately surprised that many people were gonna watch, but at the same time, on the side of like, you know, getting money from YouTube, yeah, that's not that doesn't exactly pull you that doesn't pull you enough money to live off of. Not at all. Like back when I actually was still in the algorithm and some of my videos were hitting the 6 digits, yeah, I could probably just, you know, do that and just, you know, be totally fine as far as expenses are concerned, but nah, not anymore. And I've only got myself to blame for that. Okay, get a little bit of a highlight here. There we go. I don't know, maybe I got back on the algorithm or something recently. I don't know. I haven't really checked just because I have decided to indulge my bad habits once more and become a complete fucking recluse from the internet. So, yeah, I have a really bad habit of doing that because it doesn't, as far as depression is concerned, it doesn't help when you isolate yourself like that. So I should really stop, but no, I don't. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, good luck with your class, man. Take it easy. Glad you stopped by. I did it again. I did that thing where I did it on the wrong damn... Oops. There we go. That's it. I think that's good. Okay, and then do the highlight again. That No. A little larger. And just have it be a little.
Do the impossible, see the invisible. Row, fight the power, crush the untouchable, break the unbreakable. Row, fight the power. What you gonna do is what you wanna do. Just break the rule, then you see the truth. You see the king of the G, cool baby. Row, fight the power. Power to the deeps, power for the dreams. Still missing piece, scattering so incomplete. We be that most incredible soldier from underground. See how easy they all fall down. Digging through the core to see the light. Let's get out of here, babe. That's the way to survive. Y'all top off the head. I'm on the set. Do the impossible. Don't you wanna bet? Cause a lot of things change. We be waiting in vain. If we wanna get by, no pain, no gain. Wow, Ricky's wanna test me again. Sorry, my rhyme's gonna stunt your brain, yo. I'm still starving for the straight up skill. We gonna make it happen with a crazy rap skill. Get ready to rumble. Now is the time, If you ain't know, now you know. Do the impossible, see the invisible. Row, fight the power, crush the untouchable, unbreakable. Row, fight the power. What you gonna do is what you wanna do.
I'll show you.
Break the rules, then you see the truth. You see the beat, G, cool baby. Row, fight the power. Second verse dedicated to the real peeps. What we gotta say is so real thing, cause revolution ain't never gonna televise. Kicking a map flow, microphone phenotype. Open his third eye, seeing through the overground.
Alright, yeah. There we go. It's looking good. Yeah, I have to figure something out to make it blend in a little bit better. Yeah, I have to figure something out to make it seem like it blends into the background a bit more. Thanks, Doug. Okay, well, I think that's good. I guess I'm gonna have to put the stripes back on her Back on the tights, I guess. So for that, I was gonna go off-white, stripes again, solid. Okay. Okay, that one looks alright. Another one, no. Fuck! No! No! Stop it! Okay, I'll go the other way. No, that's not working either. Slow down a little. No, it gets wobbly. Let's see. Okay, I can work with it right here. You? No. Okay, I think I need to start from here. No. I think that's a much better line. Stick with that. You know, I haven't saved in a long ass time. I better save the shit. I do not want to lose it. Hmm? Oh. Okay. Oh, they crisp. Not really. I just picked red because of the background. The background is very greenish, then red contrasts with them. So that's the only reason I pick red. Actually, for the stripe color, I better put that there. There we go. Nope. 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 That's close. I just need to... Ah! See if I can... Ah! Okay, that looks close enough. I'm living with that. And that's not even the hard ones, because those don't have to curve as much. Unlike these. Okay, that's a good one. Nope. Okay. Nope. 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 Actually, nope. 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 Okay. That's usable. And yeah, the only reason why I had to do it like this was because of the fact that I had to do shading and it wouldn't have looked right if I had done it with the red. And I would just have to I basically would have had to redraw it all over again, which I still have to do anyways because it's noticeably darker. That has a a low light. Yeah, second one. Oh, excuse me. Then the highlight for this, I guess, will just be white. Which here would be. Even though this is a completely unnecessary detail that I put in, I still feel the need to do it because it's only right. Because I don't even know if people will notice this. Especially with how tiny it is. Yeah, I know. I'm just listening to Ratchet and Clank music in the background. It's pretty, yeah, it's unfittingly intense for what I'm doing. I don't know. Some people might say it's perfectly fitting because anime thighs are not a joke, and they should be treated as this majestic undertaking. I could see someone saying something like that. Honestly, as far as the music, I just listen to it so because it's stuff I like. I won't get copyrighted for it, and no, you will die. Fuck me. I have to do that all over again. I am a dingus. Hopefully that didn't ruin anything, did it? No, looks okay. Looks alright. Pain. Agony, even. Torment, if you're so inclined. Yeah, I know. It's so funny when I mess up like that, huh? Ha he's funny! Okay, yeah, I bet it is pretty funny. I just wasn't paying attention, and I paid the price for it. Honestly, Spike was ahead of his time in even, like, I don't know, when was this made? The 60s? They were clearly ahead of their time, knowing what men of culture in the future would be appreciating. And even though this is not the actual image, gee, you know, like, you think Warner Brothers would have drawn this? Well, I'm sure Warner Brother animators, they would have drawn it had they been allowed to, but I guarantee you they didn't. Doing a Palo voice. I don't even remember what Palo sounds like. I just remember one of the funnier things that I like from him was just instead of crying. Otherwise, Palo is just screaming in Spanish, isn't it? He's just really fucking loud. Oh yeah, that or the fucking gasp thing he does just fucking, like, over-the-top gasp. It's pretty funny. I don't know why. It's simple sound effects, but they make me laugh. But yeah, I know who Senor Pello is. I just don't remember. I just can't exactly remember what he sounds like. It's like, hey, how's it going, everybody? No, that's not him. No, that doesn't sound right at all. I need to make it smaller. There you go. Blends much better. Like that. Everyone knows loud equals it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, a few hours in, admittedly, I've run out of stuff to talk about, and I just feel like getting this done. Ugh. There's that. And there's a tiny bit that's like here. It's weird. Sometimes it swaps to my mouse for no reason. Okay, getting close to done here. Probably blur this a little. There you go. It's looking a little better. Excuse me. There we go. And a little bit over here. Just get it a little bit darker, and then I should be done with the shading. Okay. There we go. Oh, I think I need to get the highlights over here, so take that. Probably move the color palette. That is not what I wanted to do. Put that back over here. Stripes. Okay. And boom. Oh, jeez. I tapped my headphones. You know what? I'd say it's done here. Well, the part that everyone's here for is probably done. That you just wanted to see your boy Spike getting sandwiched in between anime thighs. So, and then I guess the rest of what I'm going to be doing is going to be pretty boring. It's going to have to be like cutting out a lot of this stuff in the Photoshop, and then yeah, I remember when my computer would melt down playing Deep Rock Galactic 2. It was stupid. I'm just glad it doesn't do it now. But yeah, now I have an Ethernet cable. I can actually do stuff with it. And shit, I've been doing this. I have been drawing a pair of anime thighs for 4 hours. I can't tell if that's too much or not enough time, considering the subject matter we are dealing with here. But yeah, I'm probably just going to call it here as far as the stream is concerned, just because the rest of the stuff I'm going to be doing is pretty boring as far as drawing is concerned. I'm just going to have to like basically cut out this rock that's right over here. And yeah, like the rock that's over here, I'm going to have to figure out a way to just blend it in with the background. And then I might have to adjust the shadow a little bit just so it lines up with her legs a bit more. And then I'll have to do some blurring, make it fit on the actual lines, make it look like it actually fits in, and then maybe adjust the grass a little bit so it looks like it's not quite as, like, you know, clipping up against this. But yeah. Anyways, whoever decided to drop in, thank you for coming in. It's been kind of fun just talking to you guys. I could tell after doing this for 4 hours, my brain is starting to just shut down. And I'm just starting to, I just want to get this done. So yeah. At least I'm glad I got the thighs done. So I got the important part done here. And still not, yeah. I spent 4 hours drawing her thighs, man. Come on, you're going to tell me it's not enough time? Ugh. But yeah, I'll catch you guys around. I'll probably, since I actually have an Ethernet cable now and my internet won't crash when someone's on the microwave, I'll actually start streaming a bit more. And I'll see if I can come up with actually other stuff. You know, like this stuff I used to do, like, you know, comic dubs, things like that. I don't know. I'll just, if I find something funny and I feel like doing something, essentially I'll post it. So, yeah, thanks for sticking around. It's been fun talking with you guys, for whoever had shown up. And yeah, I'll see you around, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Take it easy. Okay, I gotta close out Photoshop first. Okay, now I can click this button. Okay, bye.